2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Phoenix Suns here at their home. For Phoenix, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And Kemba Walker, a leader for this team, a catalyst. Kenny, talk about what he brings to the table.
Winning. You know, we saw that at Connecticut where he led his team to the national championship, and he's fearless in the big moment.
And you like his work ethic. He's gotten better every year, a leader by example, Ernie.
And that'll wrap it up. We take you courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Don't you mean tape it up?
You tape it up.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Hornets take to the road. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Take a look at the Suns. They had a lot of momentum right now, playing well and looking very good.
And seeing where the Suns are, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the years gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
Yeah, but there are still some very strong teams above them, Greg. So, yes, they are contenders, but I wouldn't call them favorites just yet.
This should be a fun one to watch tonight, C-Web. No shortage of athleticism for either of these teams.
Oh, get your popcorn ready. This is highlight reel material. Keep your head on the swivel or you might get dunked on. And if you're a fan, keep your head on the swivel or you might miss a nice dunk.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Kaminsky and Zeller are the bigs. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Bridges in at the three. Now here's Lamb. Devin Booker missing his last shot. It's stolen by Lamb. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. Plays it up and banks it in. Lamb's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Hornets.
He's a rangy strider, but Lamb able to beat the defense up the court and finish the play.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Jackson down low, defended by Bridges. And here's Charlotte. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
And Phoenix has possession, following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. And here's Bender. 5 on the clock. That one off the back iron and out.
Look, he's his own worst enemy right there. I mean, he has time, he has room, and for some reason, he shoots a leaner.
Bridges passes to Kaminsky. Outside, Walker. Off target with his three.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
Here's Bender. Off target from outside.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Now here's Lamb, defended by Booker. And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. No good with the triple.
No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
Okobo, guarded by Walker. Into the pass to Ayton. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Ayton. First in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. Outside, Walker. Pass to Lamb. Back to Walker. Puts it up. They get it back, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Josh Jackson.
Look, he's one of those rare bigs who can score from anywhere. Kaminsky hasn't been as good of a free throw shooter as one might expect. Yeah, thinking back to Kaminsky's first affiliation with the NBA, I mean, when he was 5 years old, his aunt and uncle worked for the Bulls. Frank had access to the practice facility when Jordan and Rodman were on the team. That's not fair.
And the first one at the line is good. And Kaminsky, a great high school prospect out of Illinois, named College Basketball Player of the Year. Chris, maybe his time at the Bulls facility has paid off.
Yeah, think about it. And guess what? Michael Jordan's Hornets drafted him 9th overall. But he has big expectations because of what he did in college. He's still making the transition from college 5 to the NBA stretch 4.
Frank Kaminsky, a finesse 7-footer out of Wisconsin. A high skill level, but athletically at a disadvantage most nights.
Now here's Booker. 32 points for him last game against the Clippers. To stop the drought. That one, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Lamb, good.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
And Kaminsky taken with the 9th pick of the 2015 draft. The Hornets were offered a king's ransom from Boston for the pick.
Yeah, I mean, the Celtics were after Justice Winslow. Offered 6 draft picks, including 4 first-rounders to move up. The Hornets weren't having it. And in hindsight, the Celtics are probably glad.
Got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Charlotte leading by 5. Now Lamb. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Pass to Bender. Kicks it out to Booker. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
And you got to love the unselfish play of Bender. When he sees a teammate wide open, he does not hesitate at all to whip the ball over to him.
Now here's Walker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now here's Lamb. Defended by Booker. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. One thing that's added a little pressure to Lamb's development, Chris, his link to James Harden.
Well, yeah, maybe the most important trade piece received back from Harden. I mean, it's taken Lamb a while to develop. He's coming around, though. But Harden, of course, I mean, he's perennial MVP candidate.
Free throw drops for Lamb. And right around this time of the year, some teams spending long stretches on the road. Chris, that's difficult. It's got to be tough, I would assume, for players to deal with that, teams to deal with that.
It does get tough. Long road trips, travel, you're staying home from your family, you haven't seen your family and your friends. But I tell you what it does as a team. Coaches love it because it builds camaraderie, it builds chemistry. Now you have time to go to the movies and hang out with guys on your team at a restaurant or just hanging out. And what does that do? It brings you a little bit closer together because now you're building a relationship that's not based on basketball. These long road trips allow you to be together, to get to understand and know each other in ways maybe you haven't before. And believe me, there's been many times on the court I've joked with the guy on my team about something that had nothing to do with the game, And it brought us to even play harder because we had an inside joke about something else. Who wouldn't want to play with their friends, right? Who wouldn't want their friends to challenge them? And that's the type of relationships you build on these long road trips.
Here's Bender.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's already his second foul. He may have to spend some time on the bench to stay out of early foul trouble.
And the Hornets making a change here. Williams has checked in. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson kicks to Bender. Okobo, he's guarded by Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bender's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Now the pass to Williams. Now here's Walker, guarded by Jackson. Fires for three. Rebounded by Jackson. Suns trail by 5. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Passes it to Ayton. Kicks it to Booker. No good that time. Excellent D there from Williams.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
Pass to Lamb. To the wing right side. Walker. That's good from 17 feet away. Walker's got 5 now.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Booker the bounce pass. Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Over in the corner, Bender. 5 to shoot. Excellent D there from Williams.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And here's Walker outside. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
And Walker is what we call thirsty. He's thinking of firing as soon as he gets the rock. Great presence of mind from the point guard.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the 3 ball the way they did in that one.
Oh, yeah. Once they started hitting, it was like an avalanche, even as the defense extended farther and farther out.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Zeller. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And Monks subbed in for Lamb. Now, here's Holmes. Ariza with the bucket.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there can flat out light it up.
Walker finds Hernan Gomez. Back to Walker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 10 points for him.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
There's the feed to Bridges. Dishes it to Booker. Fade away. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Walker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. The kick out to Williams. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for the Magic in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job would not be his.
Here's Chandler after Charlotte getting the 3. Here's Holmes. No good on the fadeaway.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. There's
Walker with the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. And talking about Borrego leaving Orlando, and in some ways turned out to be a blessing.
You're right, Kevin. I mean, he spent the next few years in San Antonio as an assistant to Popovich. His second stint as an assistant with the Spurs. The first time around, though, he was part of a 2-time championship team. This man has winning in his genes.
Knocked away. Here's Ariza. No good off the front iron. Charlotte leading by 12. Walker in the corner. Drains the three-pointer. Walker's got 13.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Parker's checked in for Kemba Walker. Here's Booker. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
So it's the Hornets now. 13-point lead. Parker against Booker. Parker kicks to Monk. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And it's Parker in the corner. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Monk. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Tyson Chandler. Charlotte shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Chris, of current players who could eventually become coaches, who would you put in that category? There are a lot of brilliant guys that play this game, think the game through so well.
Chris Paul, Ariza, those guys come to mind for some reason to me. Klay Thompson,
yes,
he comes to mind. And I don't know if it's the personality that I see these guys in or if it's the way that they approach the game. But, yeah, those guys come to mind. I definitely could see them taking the game to another level once their playing days are in.
Now here's Booker. Those numbers of his aren't a mystery. He's actually averaging 32 points a game. That's a sensational total.
Clearly a foul.
Marvin Williams. That's his second personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Hornets. And so he makes both from the line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Booker against Parker. To the inside. Shots good by Hernan Gomez. And the Hornets lead by 14.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Booker kicks to Chandler. Pass to Ariza. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Monk's shot's good.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Parker. Now the pass to Holmes. Bridges kicks to Ariza. Chandler dishes to Bridges. Ariza with it. Kaminsky's there. Ariza no luck.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
It's stolen by Ariza. Booker in the post. He's against Parker. No good from Booker.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Parker looking over the floor. Kaminsky in the corner. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Booker up top, covered by Parker. Booker against Parker. Can they get it? And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
That's his first personal foul.
The Suns shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back right after this. Devin Booker talks about the great intangibles of his young teammate Josh Jackson.
Plays super hard. He does everything out there. His instincts are incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Just defensively and offensively, just knows where to be at the right time, gets his hands on a lot of loose balls.
A nice swing pairing for sure. Booker providing offense and Greg Jackson known for his defense.
And a young team hungry for improvement. Kevin, they're both looking to be a big part of that.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
We've got Bridges. Rashawn Holmes out there with Chandler. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Ariza in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And Chris, Trevor Ariza, a player who does all the little things to help you win games.
Steady. I mean, he does the work. He doesn't complain. I mean, he's a soldier. One of those guys who will run through a wall if that's what it takes to win.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Ariza. C-Web, a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did coach say in shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with the step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they could throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating?
Wow.
Who's on my team in the corner? What shooter's in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh, no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through your mind.
That is something else. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks. Now, here's Parker, following the miss by Trevor Ariza. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Ariza. He's really stood out for them over the past month. Getting around 12 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Free throw drops in for Tony Parker.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
And Phoenix making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Charlotte. And Parker drops them both. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Okobo, covered by Parker. Okobo draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Bender comes in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Jackson in for Trevor Ariza.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Charlotte leading by 20. On the wing, Lamb, defended by Bridges. Parker's shot is off. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They host the Kings after this game. He gets it in there. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Passes it to Lamb. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bender's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now, here's Bridges. D right on him. Jackson kicks to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Now the dish to Jackson. Rebound by Parker. Charlotte has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%.
Suns foul. That's his first personal foul.
Phoenix on defense. It's an 18-point game. Shot clock at 6. A leaner. It's blocked. Pass to Bridges. Here's the teardrop. And it's good on the way in.
Floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Charlotte leading by 16. Parker kicks to Zeller. Pass to Lamb. Back to Zeller. Out to Parker. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The Suns have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, here's Bridges. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now, here's Bridges. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 to shoot. And Lamb kicks to Parker to end the cold streak. And again, the Hornets missing. Suns trail by 16. Jackson deciding where to go with it. From deep. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Parker in the corner. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. DeAndre Ayton is number 1.
Well, he has clearly established himself as the premier rim protector in this year's rookie class.
That free throw, no good.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Charlotte making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 17. Timeout called, the Suns.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Walker's checked in for Parker.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers now for Walker. He's really stood out for them over the past month. 9th in assists. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Now, here's Bridges, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Zeller with it. Walker the pass to Lamb. And he comes up with the deuce. Lamb's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Standing just over 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, Lamb can be a difficult guard to defend when he sneaks inside.
Okobo, defended by Bridges. Bender with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bender's got 6 points. Here's Walker. 13 points in the game. They get a hand on it. There's the pass to Lamb. Over Bridges. No good from Lamb.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Taken away by Williams. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Lamb leading the charge. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Jeremy Lamb. Lamb's got 3 assists in the game. Suns trail by 18. Okobo, guarded by Walker. Bender kicks to Jackson. And the 3 off target. Hornets have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. There's Walker with the 3, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bender's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's got 9 points on 3-pointers in the first quarter, but still looking for his first 3 of the second.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Jackson from long range. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
An interconference matchup. They face these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court. Oh, man, you talk about making the engine run. Kemba Walker, he's the man. Lightning quick, stronger than he looks. I mean, this man is a competitor.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
Oh, and that would have been a big three if he drained it, answering back for the triple at the other end.
No good on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to Bender. Three-pointer on the way. Bridges with the board. And with Walker, the effort's always there. But, Chris, so is the production.
I mean, he has some of the best handles in the game. He's going to generate offense for you. He's a good bet for 20 or more points a game, 5 to 6 assists, and provides tremendous leadership.
Williams finds Lamb. Clock at 4. Launches a three, and another three for Charlotte.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
So for the Suns, Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bender. Riza comes in for Josh Jackson. And it's Devin Booker in for Bridges. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Bridges. It's tipped. And here is Lamb. He's got 14. Ariza brings the double. Here's Williams. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, the grit Williams played with is admirable. You love how he finishes despite getting roughed up a little bit.
Kicks it to Booker. To halt the run, buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 10.
Oh, they lean on him for a big portion of their scoring, with a good reason.
Lamb with the ball, working on Booker. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Up top, Walker. Lamb up top, defended by Booker. Lamb, good.
Well, if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
The Suns shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Good work there as it goes. Now Walker, 17 points for him last game against Denver. Holmes with the steal. Inside, here's Ariza. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Okobo, guarded by Walker. Holmes gets to Ariza. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the three. Another three for Phoenix.
A sweet jumper from Ariza. His form is just remarkable.
Hornets leading by 20. Walker surveying the floor. Pass to Lamb. Fires from the line. Shot clock reset for Charlotte. Goes back up. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
For Charlotte, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Phoenix. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Monk's checked in for Lamb.
One shot. One shot.
.141 left in the second quarter. Okobo, guarded by Walker. Pass to Chandler. Now, here's Holmes. 6 to shoot. Up and in on the layup.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Well, let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane, takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
And so here's Charlotte. The Suns getting the bucket. Now, here's Monk. Williams passes to Monk, and he makes that one.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot especially inside. He's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here's Booker. He's got 10. Okobo. Excellent D there from Williams.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Michael Kid Gilchrist at the line for 2.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one drops.
And in a short amount of time, Kid Gilchrist has established himself as one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. His long reach and tenacious athleticism really covers a lot of ground.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Marvin Williams. And Tony Parker subbed in for Walker. And Kid Gilchrist drops them both. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ariza outside. Booker in the corner. Shot from the wing. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Monk with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against the Nuggets in Denver. With 1 on the clock. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's Charlotte opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Charlotte had no problems getting going. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team would love to have, 10-2 off the tip. And they ended their mad dash in the first quarter with a formidable 18-point lead. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? Jeremy Lamb, an impressive effort here today.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the court for the Hornets, Kaminsky and Zeller are the bigs. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
And shooters have to be more careful when Bender is nearby. He's so skilled at rejecting shots.
Oh, that's a nice look, recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That will be the third of this 6-game road trip. Can't hit from in close. Suns trail by 21. Back to Booker. And there's the pass to Bender. He kicks it to Jackson. Another three for Phoenix.
And you can see now Jackson starting to shoot that shot with ease. A lot of confidence now flowing through the young fella.
Now here's Lamb. Passes it to Zeller. He dishes it to Walker. And he gets the jumper to drop. Walker's got 17. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Now here's Ayton. Defended by Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket is good. He has 6.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Here's Walker. 17 points in the game. Lamb with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. On the left block. Again, the Hornets score.
A smooth first step. Good ball handling. Lamb toasted defense on the drive.
Okobo, guarded by Walker. Offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. Walker with some nice D. Charlotte leading by 20. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Kaminsky kicks to Lamb. That shot off. Good D by Booker. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Okobo, guarded by Walker. And here's Bender. 8 points for him. From deep. Kemba Walker with the rebound.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Feeds it to Lamb. Walker the pass to Bridges. Kaminsky dishes to Bridges. The kick out to Walker. Down low, Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
One of the more positive attributes of Zeller, the explosiveness to play above the rim on a regular basis.
And the Suns call time here.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against him right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
The Suns making a switch here. Bridges checks in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And look, when you watch Zeller play, his game is all about activity. He runs the floor extremely well for a 7-footer. And remember, he also registered one of the higher verticals at the combine the year he was drafted.
Here's Lamb after Mikal Bridges' bucket to the left wing. From deep, Walker drills the three-pointer. Walker's got 20.
You got to admire how effective Walker is on offense. I mean, he's found his rhythm. He's riding that momentum.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. Back to Booker. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Bridges against Jackson. Now Bridges. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Charlotte with it. Shots good by Walker.
And the handling ability of Walker, just a magician with the ball in his hand.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ayton dishes to Booker. Over Lamb. The offensive rebound. Here's Bridges. And the wing jumper offline.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Here's Bridges. Back falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Booker outside. Over Lamb. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 14.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. Inside, and the dunk by Zeller.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. Gotta get him a few big pats on the back. He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. So Kaminsky will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Prague and Bender. The Hornets have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for 8. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Parker's checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Bender with it, now guarded by Kaminsky. A nice shot by Booker.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Parker. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 5 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Bridges passes to Booker. To the middle. Bridges misses. The Hornets shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Parker's shot is off.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Now, here's Bridges. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Still just scratching the surface, polishing his game. Bridges' best basketball is ahead of him.
Now here's Booker. He's got 16. Pass to Holmes. On the wing, Booker. And the layup's good off the glass. Booker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Now, he's doing what he can do to dig them out of this hole, but I think he's going to have to turn it up even more.
There's Walker with the 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And part of this falls on the defense. I mean, you know he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball.
And they pick up 2.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
Parker kicks to Walker. Out to the right wing. The feed to Zeller. And Bender comes to help. Kaminsky with the ball. Bridges covering. Just 4 to shoot. And the basket by Kaminsky.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Over to the wing. Holmes with it. Pass to Bender. And the layup is good. Bender's got 10 points.
And when a 7-footer like Bender is taking it to the rim like that, it's terrifying for the D. That's almost impossible to guard.
Count that one. 27 points for Kemba Walker.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I'd keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Now here's Booker. 20 points for him. Over in the corner, Bender. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Can't quite find his 3-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
And Walker kicks to Parker. Back to Walker. And it's off from 3-point range. Phoenix has gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Bridges. That one, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. The Hornets pull it in.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Here's Bridges. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Phoenix. Knocks it loose. Here's Parker. He's got 5. Outside, Walker. Over Booker. Walker's shot is off. Suns shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Miles Bridges.
That's his third personal foul.
The Suns have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
2 shots.
Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Bridges. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Cody Zeller. Williams comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Kid Gilchrist is checked in for Bridges. And Monks subbed in for Kemba Walker. Both free throws good from Bridges. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Parker against Bridges. Parker finds Hernan Gomez. The kick out to Williams. Charlotte moving the ball around. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 5. Off target from three-point range. Phoenix has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Okobo covered by Parker. Okobo and Parker with the block. Right side, Kid Gilchrist. Bridges against Parker. Hernan Gomez passes to Parker. He gets that one. Parker's got 4 points this quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
For Phoenix, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Bridges.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Charlotte's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And Parker, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Phoenix. Good on both. Here is Daniels. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. 36 seconds left in the third. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Phoenix, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
2, gentlemen.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And here is Monk. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Williams kicks to Parker. Back to Williams. Passes it to Monk. Lets it go from 11. Phoenix grabs the miss.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Okobo. Good D by Parker. And so it's Charlotte, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Chandler out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Trevor Ariza, and it's Daniels in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it, opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Find the lanes.
And here's Charlotte. Now Graham kicks to Monk. Pass to Bacon. They get it back. The layup missed. The Suns shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Anderson finds Chandler, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so here's Charlotte. Graham with the ball. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Clock at 6. Now, here's Monk. Not a lot of room. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Well, this has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
There's Cannon with the three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Graham. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Bacon. Chandler with the rebound. Phoenix with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That's his first foul. And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's Monk. Knocks down the three ball.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk, an experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
Here is Daniels. Shoots the three. He can't get that one to fall. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Monk. Makes it off the glass.
Look, high percentage looking tight. It's hard to miss that one.
Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And hate to make a mistake there, have to stay focused.
You're so right. Trying to shrink the deficit, sometimes you push too hard to make something happen.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Feeds it to Cannon. Shamet. Graham defending. Just 5 to shoot. Shamet. And nothing is falling for him right now. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Graham kicks to Monk. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That'll be his second foul of the game. Shamet, Graham defending. Shamet, and the shot goes in.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Charlotte.
Graham, the pass to Monk. Now the pass to Bacon. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Chandler outside. Passes to Anderson. Now Daniels. The 3. But they get it back. Got a piece of it. For 3. The shot by Monk is no good. Phoenix has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Shamet. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, here's Monk. Here's Graham. He can't hit that time.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. And Phoenix turns it over again.
Oh, that's a brutal giveaway. A pass to no man's land.
Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte. And here's Charlotte. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And here is Graham. To the middle. Pass to Monk. He kicks it to Graham. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it from the elbow. Second shot opportunity. In deep. Zeller drops it in.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous with scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Pass to Chandler. Now Daniels. This one for 3. Zeller grabs the board. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. The pass to Monk. Shot clock reset for Charlotte. Here's Bacon. Over Anderson. Misses off the right iron. Here's Cannon from beyond the arc. No good there.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
A lot. I mean, they came in focused on winning the rebound battle, and they've done it.
And Zeller kicks to Monk. Baseline jumper. It doesn't go for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Anderson. Good.
Oh, I love when Anderson uses his size down low. Now, you can always spread them out, but keep releasing it high so the D had no chance to block the shot.
Here's Graham. Pass to Monk. Pass to Bacon. The three-pointer off the mark. Well, Phoenix shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Shamet, Graham defending. And the Suns making a change here. Bridges checks in. Parker's checked in for Charlotte. Shamet, covered by Parker. Shamet, he dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as he keeps working.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Charlotte making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Now here's Parker. He's covered by Daniels. And that one's good. Parker.
And the screen and roll, an excellent choice there. Parker only needs a small amount of room to get his shot off.
To the paint. Here's Daniels. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Parker with it. Feeds it to Zeller. Kicks to Monk. Just 4 to shoot. Over Daniels. Here's Hernan Gomez. Cans it from short range. Hernan Gomez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Knocks it loose. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Bacon, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Here is Anderson. He kicks to Daniels. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul.
Kid Gilchrist with the steal.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
The rebound by Anderson. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Now, here's Anderson. That's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. On target from 13 feet.
Well, Anderson is out there to shoot the ball, right? And he usually does it with no hesitation. Can you say green light?
Now, here's Monk. Defense right on him. Fires from deep. That one, no good.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Now, here's Bridges. And here's Daniels. Tries again. That's tipped.
Now, the length of kid Gilchrist, that's what allows him to catch up with these shots. A sensational shot blocker from behind.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Charlotte.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Walker.
He was too much for them to deal with tonight, plain and simple. They tried all sorts of ways to contain him, and nothing worked.
To the left side wing. Bacon the pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And again, the Hornets missing. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Bridges. Tight defense on him. That one falls.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Monster scoring run, but had to do this earlier. Now it shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that.
Parker outside. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.